In a surprising move, the Packers traded up from the 30th to the 26th pick last night to select quarterback Jordan Love. It would appear Green Bay believes Love will be the heir apparent to Aaron Rodgers, similar to how they drafted Rodgers in 2005, with Brett Favre still on the team. So, Skip, how concerned should Aaron Rodgers be at this point?
Aaron Rodgers, you are on the clock. Your clock is now ticking. The future in Green Bay is now Jordan Love. And the two keys that everyone needs to know about last night, number one, the Packers traded up from 30 to 26 to take Jordan Love. So obviously they had their eye on him all along. And number two, the GM, John Gutekunst, said late last night he did not inform Aaron Rodgers that he had any notion of taking a quarterback, especially late in the first round. So he was operating completely autonomously in the best interest going forward of the franchise of the Green Bay Packers. And Shannon, this was a double slap in the face for Aaron, because not only did they take their heir Jordan apparent in the first round, but they did not take any help for Aaron Rodgers next year in the way of a skill position player, running back, a receiver. And I'm going to guess that because they haven't taken a skill player in the first round since they took Aaron Rodgers way back when, that he's going to think, gee, am I getting sabotaged next year? Because I'm kind of hamstrung here. I'm going to have to play with my left hand tied behind my back. It's starting to feel like Devontae Adams or bust next year as far as the receiving core goes. And all of a sudden, it looks like Jordan Love will probably be fast-tracked if he can live up to that sort of Patrick Mahomes potential over the next couple of years to be the next starting quarterback of the Packers, just the way Aaron was chosen with the 24th overall pick to replace a then 35-year-old Brett Favre. Aaron now 36, going into his age 36 season, and his stats have been declining over the last 4 years. So I think management just said, Aaron, we just picked your replacement.
Yeah, Skip, he cannot be happy about this, Skip. It's kind of like, and what I like to do, I try to put things in the context, Skip. I was like, okay, let's just say you at your job, and you see this guy like, hey, man, hey, congratulations on the new gig. What do you do? Your job? How you gonna feel about that? Hold on, I didn't even know they were hiring. They told me they weren't gonna even hire, let alone my position. That's what Aaron Rodgers got. But Skip, what you're starting to see is that you're starting to see these teams tell their star quarterbacks or their star players less and less. Coach Belichick never told Tom Brady, I can assure you, I feel very comfortable in saying this, he never told Tom Brady what he was going to select. Be it quarterback, wide receiver, defensive lineman, that's not your job. You quarterback, I build the team. And by doing this, because Skip, it was reported, they didn't tell him about the coach they were hiring either. A far cry from where things used to be. You can see the direction that they're moving in. They're taking more and more power away from Aaron Rodgers, giving more and more power to the head coach, more and more power to the general manager. That's not a surprise. Skip, he's going to be very, very unhappy because he's looking at it like, hold on, wait a minute. We were one game away from the Super Bowl, and you don't bring me help? You bring somebody that's not going to help us at the bare minimum, not for 2 to 3 years? What sense does that make? Now, they do have Adams, but Skip, all the rest of the guys were like undrafted free agents or low draft picks. Lazard, Kumaro, Valdez-Scantling. He's like, you're not going to get me a tackle to replace what I lost in Brian Bulaga? We lost Jimmy Graham. Maybe they're going to get a tight end, Skip, in the second or third round. But he's like, what about the help right now? You talking about something 2, 3 years from now. I'm talking about 2020, 2021. How does this guy, can he cover punts? Can he catch passes? Can he defend? You ain't got anybody that's going to help us win in the immediate future. You got somebody for the future down the road. I need something right now. Skip, I guarantee you Aaron Rodgers is seething. Now, he might come back and like, oh, everything's okay. You know, hey, they have to do what's in the best interest. But he said what was in the best interest of the team was to get someone that can help us win immediately. and not someone that's projected to help us down the road. So he probably asked Danica, they probably were sitting there watching the draft, and when that pick, Green Bay Packers moved up, he's like, oh, man, we about to get us a receiver. Baby, got a little kiss from Danica. We about to get us a receiver. Yeah, baby, we about to get us a receiver. And with the 26th pick in the 2020 draft, the Green Bay Packers select Jordan Love. Click, baby, go get that last bottle of scotch. That was it. Because he's seething, he's upset. Because Skip, in a situation like that, as a quarterback he's closer to the end than the beginning, he wants, because look at what Tampa's doing, Skip. They're going out. Okay, Gronk, bring in Gronk. Okay, you need a tackle to protect. They're doing all they possibly can to help Tom Brady win right now. They didn't go get a quarterback for like 2 years. If Tampa got a quarterback, you're like, okay, Tom did only sign a 2-year deal. But Aaron Rodgers is under contract for 4 more years. Tampa said, we're trying to help you win right now. You look at the Saints. They didn't get a quarterback, Skip. They drafted a center. We tried to help Drew Brees win right now. You look at Skip, Patrick Mahomes. They got a running back. We tried to win right now. We ain't trying to get somebody down the road right now. And, yeah, Skip, I want to see, can somebody get a camera? When Aaron Rodgers see the head coach and the general manager for the first time when this virus is under control and they start having camp, I want a camera on Aaron Rodgers. That's who should do Hard Knocks. The Green Bay Packers, no, forget the Rams, Skip. Forget the Chargers, forget the Rams. Green Bay Packers should do Hard Knocks because I want to see that camera on Aaron Rodgers at all times.
Yeah, last night I envisioned Aaron having that classic sitcom reaction when somebody in a sitcom hears something or sees something shocking and they have a mouthful of liquid and they just spit it all over everywhere. That's what I think Aaron did, except he was spitting out scotch last night. Spat, just scotch went everywhere when they traded up. And again, I'm going to point out that somebody was sitting just ahead of them, and I'm sure that's what Green Bay was waiting for. Would Bill Belichick be sitting on Jordan Love at 23? And instead, Belichick just waved the white flag and said, no, I'm out of here. I'm going to trade out of the first round. I'm going to hoard more picks in the later rounds because he's got a bunch of them. I don't need Jordan Love. It appears he's onward and upward with Stid, as he calls him, Jared Stidham, his 4th-round pick of a couple of years ago. And Belichick's going to try to do it with a bunch of no-name cogs that he will draft in later rounds. So that sent a message, but the message it sent to Green Bay was, really? You don't want Jordan Love? We love Jordan Love. We're going to go up and snatch him right there at number 26, and they did.